Welcome to my live. And we're also making this into a Wild Feminine Way, my podcast episode. Today we're going to be talking about what turns you on and navigating intense energy. I'm just going to put that here in the comments on Instagram and pin it, except I think you can actually see the title at the top. Anyways, okay. How's it going, loves? Can't fucking talk. Today's energy is Hot Mess Express. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's breathe for a second. I just really feel that there's a lot of heaviness in the heart chakra. Take a deep breath in. Release, let it go. I'm going to try to not move around too much like I usually do because I have no bra on and I don't want to show you guys my boobs. Just breathe it out, shake it out. All right. Welcome, my loves. So today's topic, like I said, is what turns you on. And we're going to talk about navigating intense energy. I feel like it feels like two different things, but it's actually not. It's actually connected. So let me know if you're on the live or on the replay, where you're tuning in from in the world, how you're doing. So I'm on the last day of my period. So I'm always feeling more sacred ragey at that time. And the astrology right now, there's been so many things going on. So we just had the second eclipse last week. We've released so much. We've purged so much. We've felt so much. It's been motherfucking intense. Let me know how it's been for you. Right now, it feels like we're in this void, liminal space. There's so much new that is coming in, especially with the spring equinox. Hi, Jenna. What's up, boo? That's coming on the 21st, I think is the date. I always screw up the exact date, but next weekend, 20th, 21st. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, my besties in Australia, you guys are going to fall equinox. So there's been so much happening is the point that I'm trying to make. Energy has felt intense. And the reason why I called this episode what I called it today, and let me know in the comments below if I didn't already say this, let me know how the eclipse energies and just everything lately has been for you. Now, I'm going to say this really quick first too before I dive into what I was going to say. Not only are there all these astrological things happening right now, but the Schumann resonance is doing some crazy motherfucking shit. If you're an empath like me, I feel like I'm highly sensitive. I'm usually more sensitive than most of my empath friends. Let me know about you. So I feel this fucking shit hardcore. It's I feel everything the planet is going through. I feel what the earth is doing. And it's been a lot lately. So I feel like I've had these miraculous shifts and breakthroughs with the eclipse, and I've been feeling like I'm on a new timeline. I am on a new timeline, so much is manifesting and happening. But I also feel so fucking pissed. I just messed up my lipstick. So over the old, just so much stuff. There's just so much stuff to be felt. And you may be feeling like things aren't resonating for you right now. Here's a perfect example. I'm looking at my notes. I have my notes next to me and I'm kind of jumping all over the place. By the way, ADD moment. I have orange lipstick on today, which I never wear orange lipstick, but I'm trying something new because I feel like I need it. So, like I said, we're in this void liminal space right now. I literally just finished voice messaging my best friend in Australia earlier. Just feeling I feel like I want to fucking explode if something can't be done differently in my life. My soul is I need more. I need more, girl. And that was the whole point of eclipse season, right? Oh, my computer just blanked out. I was give me my notes back. That's the whole point of eclipse season. But yesterday I got this download, which I'll give it to you in a second because it's a good ritual for you on this topic. And the download was to journal on what turns you on. So I'm kind of going all over the place in my notes, but that doesn't really matter. I keep the notes there so that I don't get too ADD. So my question to you is, what the fuck turns you on? Because if you're feeling this, my soul needs more, I feel like I'm going to fucking explode. It's just your soul inviting in more passion and freedom. And I never say the word magnificence. Is that even a word? But it wants to come through. What the fuck turns you on? And I don't just mean sexually. So here's the ritual for you. I was going to do this at the end because I usually do readings and rituals at the end, but this is what wants to come through right now. So where the fuck did it go in my notes? There it is. So I journaled. I have pollen all over me because I was just outside. I journaled on the following areas. You can take these and use it for yourself. You can make up your own. But first I was what turns me on with business? What do I like really, really, really feel passionate about bringing to the world? This topic today was one of them. If you don't have a business, apply this to your career. Second category is like my movement. How can I shift my movement practice to doing something that just like I'm so fucking excited and lit up to do every day? And for me recently, I think I posted about this on my stories, it's been doing more dance and letting go of like movement having to be this too structured, restrictive, crazy thing. The third thing I journaled about is like my learning. Like what do I want to learn right now? What do I want to read? What do I want to listen to? Personal development, whatever you want to call it. Like what turns me on with that? Again, these are just what I journaled on. Take if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, make up your own. Oh, I think there's 5 actually, I can't count. The next one was hobbies and fun. I feel like I found new hobbies literally at the beginning of eclipse season that don't even resonate with me anymore. But again, I'm getting this message right now that like our souls are expanding so fucking rapidly right now that it makes sense that like what resonated yesterday isn't gonna resonate tomorrow or maybe even 5 minutes from now. And the last area, I'll look at the comments in a second. I'm just laughing at myself because I'm very all over the place today. The last one was areas and locations. So like areas where I'm currently living. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Mostly what my answer was like being in the forest, around trees, the beach, the ocean, and different things like that. And I don't know if I actually wrote out locations like places I like to go, like coffee shops or whatever, but you could do that if you wanted to. I felt like my hair was wet. Locations, Hawaii is like my favorite place in the world. I've lived there a few times. So like my soul has been like calling me to go there and to a few other places. So those are the 5 different areas, if I counted right, that you can journal on. Because it's like your soul wants more. If you're feeling aggravated, if you're feeling like shit's not resonating, it's for a fucking reason. Now let me look at the comments and then I'll keep on moving with my notes. Super big shifts, but so tired and my cycle has been all over the place. I feel you with that, girl. I'm so fucking exhausted today. I heard a weird animal noise. So this kind of goes with what I was already saying. But if something is pissing you off, I believe I talked about this in the free Rebirth Ceremony. If something is pissing you off, it's pointing you towards what is for you. It's pointing you towards what is your truth. And I'll give you an example in a minute. And of course, it's also pointing you towards what is not for you as well. And if you look at being turned on and being pissed off or angry or whatever, any intense energy, they're both forms of passion. So when you have sacred rage and anger and things like this coming up, it's just your soul being like, hey, bitch, I can never snap. That's me trying to snap. Hey, bitch, wake the fuck up. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'll give you 2 little examples. I had a mentor earlier this year for my business, a new mentor. Learned a lot from her. Really helped me in so many ways. But there's other shit she was talking about. I think I talked about this in a podcast episode recently, where she's teaching Divine Feminine. But based on what I observed she was teaching, she really wasn't teaching Divine Feminine, and it was a lot of like hustle, wounded masculine energy. And I got really pissed off because I was like, is there something wrong with me? Like, this can't be how the fuck it is. Like, this fucking can't be. And I'm like, no, like, I refuse to believe that you have to send out 5 million messages before you make 6 figures. Like, that was not the case for me when that happened for me in my prior business. That's just an example. So it's like, a lot of times if something pisses you off, it's because it's not your fucking truth and it's pointing you towards what is for you. Another example. Last week, I had coffee with a new friend, and I've had a repeated lesson in my life where people come into my life and they're very pushy with their opinions, their advice. They just want to give me advice all day long. That's fine. I know people do that because they want to help. But if I'm not asking you for your fucking advice, and if you keep... I also told her that I don't always want advice, because I feel like it's invalidating if you just give someone advice all the time and you can't even just hold space and listen to them and just try to fix them. Like, it's not our fucking job to fix everybody. See, I'm still pissed off about it. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with this. Essentially, I think the point I was trying to make with you is like, I was so fucking pissed off at this situation because she was trying to convince me that I should believe things a different way. And then I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then again, I call my best friend in Australia. She always helps me figure shit out. And I was like, no, fuck this motherfucking shit. This isn't my truth. I don't have to have people like this in my life that want to try to fucking control me and fix me and all of this shit. So these examples might actually not be very good examples based on what I'm trying to tell you today. But just look at anything in your life that is pissing you off. It is pointing you towards what is for you. So if you're pissed off at your current job, if you're pissed off at your current living circumstance, if you're pissed off at your current money, whatever it is, it's pointing you towards what you actually fucking want. Let me know if this is making sense, because my brain is not braining today. I'm very tired. Last day of period, like I said, but I wanted to come on and hang out with you guys. So first we talked about the astrologies, then we talked about what turns us on and passion, then we talked about being pissed off. So let's go into a reading and see, what do the goddesses, angels, guides, what do they want to tell us right now? And let me know how that ritual goes for you, the journaling prompt ritual. I'm really trying to keep this concise today because of my energy levels. It's fucking hot as shit here. Like, I feel like it literally jumped straight from winter to summer, and it's not even spring yet. Let me just pause for a moment, because I feel like there may be something else that wants to come through before I move on to the reading. Okay. There's a message coming through about not giving your power away to what other people think you should do for your life. What they think you should believe, where they think you should live, what they think you should do for your career, for money, for your relationships. Hang on, it's like coming through very slowly. It's okay. Sometimes it's hard to articulate exactly what they're telling me. Okay, they're showing me this vision of like this little kid. It looks like the little kid's like in timeout, like in a dark corner, and they're like crying. I feel like your inner child is really inviting you to infuse more passion and joy, excuse me, and fun and freedom in your life. And it's almost like you're allowing other people to put you in timeout because you're trying to follow the path that they think you should do. And this is something I've had to break through time and time again, because of what my family or other people think I should be doing with my life, with my business, with how I make money, with my relationships, especially. Lots of people have a lot of opinions about how I handle my relationships. And, you know, I've dove into my own work around that. But, yeah. Is there anything else? Stop being afraid to be seen in your passion. To be seen being turned on. And I don't mean sexually, although that can be. Maybe some of you have like a fear of intimacy. Stop being afraid of being seen in your power and your passion and your freedom and your life of joy. And I know there's so much going on in the world right now, but this is why we need this passion and turn on more than ever. And that's also why rage is sacred rage. Anger is sacred. Being pissed off, it is sacred. Because again, it's pointing you towards what is for you. All right, they're telling me that's it. Let's get one card. What do the people listening to this most need to know right now? And I will upload this on my podcast later this week. So it'll be up on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. Okay, they're telling me not this deck. I'm just going to pick you guys up and take me really quick across the room. Take you with me across the room and see up my nose. We're gonna get the Black Moon Lilith. Ugh. I feel like I look homeless today, but I cannot be bothered to care. I feel like I have two looks, homeless and fabulous. There's really no in between. What do people listening to this most need to know right now? Hang on, I fell on the floor. Yes, bitches. Here we go. Jupiter. This is also so synchronistic. expansion, prosperity, and growth. So Jupiter went direct, I think is what happened yesterday with the planet Jupiter. I'm not an astrologer, so go look it up. But something happened with the planet Jupiter yesterday where things are going to be shifting now, essentially, if things have felt stuck or slow for you. So I feel like this is just confirming everything that we've talked about, that when you follow what turns you on, when you follow your passion, and when you follow and look at the information that you're getting from being pissed off and any intense energies that you're feeling, that is what is going to lead you to this expansion, this growth, and this prosperity. And I'm just going to look up and see if the guidebook says anything that sticks out. Okay, I looked straight to this one sentence. You can also feel the urge to delve into your spiritual and shadow work practice or have the opportunity to teach others. I didn't even realize it said teach others. When this card appears, expect new people, places, and experiences to come into your life and elevate your consciousness. Travel can be incredibly healing for you at this time. I feel like that's a few different messages for a few different people. A burst of luck and abundance is on its way to you. The universe is here to support you. Yeah, obviously we're doing some shadow work talk today by talking about what makes us feel pissed off. So just an invitation to dive more into that. Do those journaling prompts that I talked about with what turns you on. You can even add some in there about what pisses you off and what that's trying to tell you. I feel like we're going to close with one of these from the Goddess of Love Tarot. Was it yesterday that I got this message about throat chakra? I think it was, because I put up a little mini reading yesterday. There's still some throat chakra stuff happening, my loves. Some of you really need to just like get this fucking rage and anger out of your throat, out of your body, out of your psyche. Maybe even want to get an energy healing session. That's coming through for somebody. Also dance. I meant to tell you that as a ritual you can do for homework as well. Fucking dance and rage the motherfucking shit out. What do I have it on? The Rebirth and Rise Ceremony that I did last week. You can download it now as a recording. I have a playlist for the whole thing. There's a wonderful song on that playlist by Trevor Hall. I think the name of it is Fire on Your House. That's a great song to get the fucking rage out of your body. Because it's like, we can talk about this stuff, but we also have to release it from our fucking body. Fucking let it go. Actually, the more I started dancing recently and letting go of like how I should do movement, like I've actually lost weight without even trying to, but that's because I've been releasing the fucking shit from my body. And dance is also just fun. Okay. So move this shit out. Do we want a card from this deck or no? I feel like they're not giving me one. They're just giving me all these other messages. Here we go. All right. Ooh, I got this card yesterday for myself. Ace of Wands. Now, this is the Goddess of Love Tarot, so it is about sexual energy and love as well, but it doesn't have to be. You can apply this to however it resonates for your life. This is a new beginning that's coming in. And you might not see it right now. Like, you might be down here, but you're about to sprout. So trust that. Know that. Like, you never know what's right around the corner is the message that I'm getting. And this was like a channel message. I think I posted that in July 2024 after I sold my Jeep and moved to San Diego, because like my whole entire life basically changed overnight. So if I remember to, I'll try to share that post on my stories today. You never know what's right around the fucking corner. So use this time in the void right now, in the liminal space where not as much is happening, to feel what you need to feel, to get it out, to self-care, to take care of yourself, and to pour back into you. Because a lot is about to happen. I'm hearing like bursting at the seams. Like bursting at the seams, there's so much happening. All right, loves. So closing invitations for you. If you haven't seen yet, I have my new membership space, the Priestess Portal. It is on early bird until tomorrow night at midnight Eastern time. And the Priestess Portal is a space for anyone that identifies as like a priestess in the priestess path. You don't have to be an entrepreneur. To me, essentially, a priestess is just a woman that's fully in her power, in her purpose, her passion, her magnetism. She's serving the world and she's living a life of love and magic and freedom and service. Again, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to identify with the priestess path. So that link is at the link in my bio, or you can reach out if you want to know more about it. The price will be going up tomorrow night, like I said, and we have our first call next week. And yeah, I also offer one-on-one coaching sessions and readings. My brain just like went really calm. What else do I have? Oh, I also have different classes. I have Abundant Goddess, which is like my signature program, one of my signature programs. And I have Divine Feminine Portal, which is where like all my master classes and courses exist. Dark Goddess is one of the classes that is coming to mind to recommend to you. That's really a master class on utilizing Dark Goddess energy to claim your full power, and what has really changed everything for me. And yeah, there's also the free Rebirth and Rise ceremony that you can get now on replay from last week. That link is in my bio. All the links are in my bio, or you can reach out if you have any questions. Let me know how this landed with you. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Anything you want to share. Like I said, I'll have this uploaded to the podcast later this week. And I love you so much.